This is what's happening, America. And I saw it firsthand. Good Americans standing in line last night. And I talked to a lot of Trump supporters. Some I didn't because they were just the most nasty, vile, I think some of the most dangerous people I've ever encountered. Some of them were reasonable. And I talked to them. And I said, why Trump? One lady said, well, I'm Jewish, and Ted Cruz is just going to baptize all of us. And I said, that is crazy. That's not who he is. He's a constitutionalist. She said, well, I said, who are you voting for? She said, I'm voting for Donald Trump. And I said, the guy who said you're Jewish, he's remaining neutral between the Palestinians and Israel. She had just turned off. She said, in the end, I just want change. Okay. Next guy. Talking to a guy outside, reasonable guy. I said, who are you going to caucus for? And he said, you're not going to like the answer. And I said, it doesn't matter. We're all Americans. Who are you caucusing for? And he said, Donald Trump. And I said, why? And he said, you're not going to like the answer. I said, I got it. Why? He said, I just want change. Last night, the anger was more visible in Nevada than it was in South Carolina. The anger in our country is growing. Donald Trump has already said that he is going to do universal health care. Let me ask the Republicans in the audience, how are you going to feel when Donald Trump puts through universal health care? When Donald Trump tells you to shut up and sit down, he knows what's right. What are you going to do when he starts doing the things that only Democrats would do? And I know that's crazy. But we've seen it happen with Mitch McConnell. We've seen it happen under George W. Bush. They have done things because we have to do it. Donald Trump agreed with the bailouts. He even called for the nationalizing of the banks when our economy collapses. And he bails out or allows the banks to do a bail-in and then talks about nationalizing the banks. Are you going to feel betrayed? What happens when you feel betrayed by Donald Trump? Do you think he allows you to continue to speak out? Or for the good of the nation, should you be punished? What do you think happens to our nation when we have a leader? We've already seen what happened. Look at the difference in our civility to one another between now and 2006, 2007. We had a guy who pitted people against each other, and look how vile we are to each other now. What do you think's going to happen when you have a guy who is on the road pitting people together, pitting people against each other far more than Barack Obama ever did? I have news for you. When I said a few years ago, man, I have to tell you, I didn't like Bill Clinton at all, but I'd give my right arm for Bill Clinton over this guy. How many of us feel that way? That I'd give my right arm for Bill Clinton over Barack Obama. We all have said that. I'm warning you now. Donald Trump, you will say in 2 years of Donald Trump, I'd give my right arm for Barack Obama. I know that sounds crazy, but mark it down.